Hey, welcome back to the channel. In this part, we are going to learn about structures in C++. Structures are used to store different types of data together under a single name. So they are very useful for organizing data in a program. So let's start from the basics. A structure is a user-defined data type that allows us to group variables of different types together. For example, if we want to store information about a student, we can store the student name, which is in form of a string, the age, which is in form of an integer, and marks, okay, and the marks, which are in most cases in form of floats, okay. So instead of using separate variables, you can use a structure. Okay, so let us take a look at how we can declare a structure. To declare a structure, we use the struct keyword. Okay, struct keyword, and from there we add the structure name. Then from there we use these pair of curly brackets. Okay, then inside the pair of curly brackets we put the different data types, okay, that we want that structure to have, okay, that we want to group in that structure. Okay, so for example, we can have here, let us change this name. Let us change it to be let us create a structure, a student structure. So this is gonna be called a student structure. From there we can add a student can have a name which is in form of a string, and can have the age, which is in form of an integer. Then from there we can add the marks, which I talked about, the marks which are in form of floats, like that. Okay, and you should not forget to add a semicolon, okay, because this is like defining a data type. Okay, so we should add a semicolon at the end of these curly brackets. Okay, then from there let us see how we can create structure variables. So to create a structure variables, this is you can take this one, this structure, student structure, as a data type. Okay, so we use it in the same way we use we declare different data types, okay, like this. For example, this student string name, okay, like that. So let us take a look at the example. So here we use the data type. You can take this one as a data type, okay. So the structure name, which you can call a data type, in this case a student. So student, let us name this student student 1, like that. Okay, so there we have created, we have declared, okay, our student 1, S1. Okay, so let us take a look at how we can access structure members. Okay, so let us see how we can give this student 1 a name, age, and marks. Okay, so we can do it like this. We can say that student 1 S1 dot, as you can see, we can get access to all these. We can get access to age, marks, and name. Okay, so S1 dot a dot name, let us set it, we can set it to be equals to Rashid, like that. And we can add a semicolon. We can get access to S1 dot marks dot age, let us set it to be 17. Then let us get access to S1 dot marks, and let us set it to be marks, let us set it to be 90.9, like that. Okay, so from there, or we can say 90.5, like that. Okay, whatever you want. Okay, so we can now try to output, okay, all this information like this. We use the console out, then we get S1 dot, like that, dot name. We are going to get access to the name, like that. So if we try to save, and let us try to duplicate this line, or we can just add end line, like that. We add S1 dot age, then we add end line, and then we add end line, and then we add S1 dot max. Okay, like that. So we can now save, and we go inside our terminal, and we compile, try to compile. We try to compile g++. The name of our file is called start.cpp. Then the output file is going to be called start. Then press enter. So let us wait. Let us wait. So we are done compiling. Let us start our program, execute our program like that. As you can see, we get Rashid, we get 17, and we get 90.5. Okay, so let us take a look at the best and the easiest way of initializing a structure. Okay, so we can do it like this. Instead of initializing and declaring, okay, at different moments, we can just do it at once. Okay, so here we have the student S1, okay, structure S1, and then we can set it to be equals. We use the curly brackets, then inside these curly brackets we put them in an orderly way. Okay, so we can say that we have Rashid, okay, like that. We can say that we have 20 as the age, and we can say that we have 90.5, okay, like that. Okay, and from there we can now access these values one by one. Okay, so let us first remove it, and then we go back so that we don't type everything from scratch. We can now delete, and then we return back our line. Okay, so here we have s1 dot max, like that. Okay, so as you can see right now, we are going to get the same output as we got previously. So let us try to save. When we try to save, but the age is going to change because we changed from 17 to 20. So let us try to compile using g++ start.cpp dash or start, and then we try to output. As you can see, we get Rashid 20 and 90.5. Okay, so as you can see, that's our output. Okay, so that is the best knowledge you need to know about structures. Okay, that's the best knowledge you can get to know about structures. We can also access them like this. We can also access them like this. For example, we can say that we want to console out. We can say S1. We can use indexes. Okay, we can use indexes S1, and we want to access the second value, which is the age. Okay, so the second value is at index 1, like that. And from there we can try to output our file, or we can try to output, okay, our name. So as you can see here, we have S1. No, we cannot access them like this. We cannot access these values like this using indexes. We cannot. Okay, we cannot. But this is we can provide the size. Okay, so for example, we can have something like this. We can create array of structures. Okay, let me show you how you can store multiple structures, okay, in an array. Let me show you. So with this one, let me show you. With this one, we can create a student structure, a student array of structures. Okay, array of structures. So for example, here we can have students, and this is gonna be an array. Okay, an array of multiple structures. So this one represents an array of what? An array of structures. How many structures do we want? We want 3 structures there. Okay, so from there we can now start doing something. We can now use a for loop. Okay, we can now let us use a for loop, and then we initialize from the ICU. Okay, initialization. After initialization, we try to we initialize I to be equals to 0. Then from there, our C. Then here we try to say to add the condition. Okay, C for condition and U for updating. Okay, so I is less than 3. Okay, then from there we increment. Okay, we update our I. Then what are we going to do? We are going to store something. We are going to get input from the user, and then we try to store it in students. Not students. Then we want to access the first array. Okay, we want to access the first structure, okay, in this array, and the first structure is going to be at position I, okay, at index I. Then from there, in that structure, we want to access the name. Then the name we want to output. From there, we want also to get student. Let us get multiple. Let us get student. Let me copy, paste that one there. Student dot instead of student dot age. Okay, then let us get student dot, let me add this one, student dot marks like that. Okay, so from there we can now output our information. So after storing everything, let me add a semicolon at the end, semicolon. Then from there we can try to output everything. So we can use the cout, console out. We can output student. Let us access the first array. Okay, the second array. Okay, the name. Okay, in the second array. So we do it like this. We get the students. We access. Let us access the second one, which is at position at index 1, and we want to access dot name. Okay, we want to get the name. Okay, so from there let us save and we try to compile. Let's try to compile. Okay, after compiling we output. Okay, so from there we are going to start inserting our data. So the first name is going to be in the first array. We are going to add Rashid. Press enter. Then we need to add the age of Rashid. So the age of Rashid is gonna be the age of Rashid. Let us add 17, and let us add the marks, gonna be 90.5. Okay, from there let us add another one. Okay, you can try to design this one, okay, in the way you want. Okay, you can try to design it so that the user gets to know what to output, but for our case we know what we need to input in. Okay, to put in. So from there we add another name. So this name is going to be Shafiq. So from there we add the age 20. From there we add the marks. The marks for this name is going to be 80.9. Okay, so from there let us add other values, okay, for the third structure. Okay, in this case it's going to be shirt like that. And then let us access, let us provide the age. The age is going to be 30, and the marks is going to be 100. Okay, so from there, as you can see, we get this the name. Okay, the name in the second array, which was Shafiq. As you can see, we get it. Okay, so that's how we can use structures, play around with them, make sure you understand them. Okay, so make sure you understand every concept, because everything is helpful. Okay, everything I teach you is helpful, so make sure you understand everything.